Continuing.
Maybe 2 separate videos.
Yeah. All right. So let's pick a number here. I'm going to pick 32 over 24. Then I'm going to pick 32 over 15. Now, does that even make sense if you think about it? Is 32 over 24 going to give you the same number as 32 over 15? I mean, if these two numbers are the same, wouldn't these two numbers have to be the same, right? In order for it to be similar. So right away, not similar. Okay? Easy. Okay? Now, the second part of this assignment, we're going to ask the scale factor. The scale factor of the smaller figure to the larger figure. This is where I want you to use your calculator. If you don't have the calculator I asked you to get, this is going to be harder to do. All right? Those of you that have the calculator I asked you to get, please go ahead and take it out. Okay? Take out your calculator. All right? The smaller figure to the larger figure. Could you please tell me, you see, there's only one number over here that corresponds to another number over here. Do you see it? Only one number corresponds to another number here. Like, you see this 20? Is there a number over here? No. You see this 30? Is there a number over here? No. You see this 16? Is there a number over here? No. I need two corresponding numbers. What are they? 24 and 30. Okay? And I have to do the smaller to the larger, so I'm going to do 24 dot 30. 24 to 30. Now, on your calculator, I'd like you to do 24 ABC 30, or 24 fraction 30. Okay? If you do that on your calculator, it gives you the answer right away. Okay? 24 fraction 30. If you don't know how to do that, I will show you after I do the lesson. Okay? 24 fraction 30. Or, if you don't have the calculator, what number goes into both numbers? 6 goes into both numbers. Okay? What is 24 divided by 6? 4. What is 30 divided by 6? 5. Your answer? 4 to 5. That is called the scale factor. Okay? Over here, I'm going to do 30 to 36. 30 to 36. What number goes into both numbers? 6. How many times does 6 go into 30? 5 times. How many times does 6 go into 36? 6 times. Done. That is your scale factor. Okay? It is easier, right? Smaller to larger. What is here? I can do 14 to 21. What number goes into both 14 and 21? 7. 7 goes into 14 how many times? 2. 7 goes into 21 how many times? 3. There's your scale factor, 2 to 3. Okay? That's it. That's how you do scale factor. Okay? But it's asking smaller to bigger, so make sure you do smaller first to bigger. Okay? All right. I know that on today's assignment it asks smaller to bigger. Okay? I don't think it will ask bigger to smaller. Okay? Over here, I'm going to do 3 to 6. Okay? 3 to 6, because I'm doing smaller to bigger. Okay? What number goes into 3 and 6? 3. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 6 twice. Okay? Now, to do the next part that we're going to...
For those who are really, really good, how do you know which number it is?
Okay, over here, do you see that 16 doesn't correspond with a number here? Do you see that no number corresponds with 30 here? You see that no number corresponds with 20 here. I got to pick a number that corresponds with a number.
What about like a question like
Don't worry about those. In those, all right, you pick any two numbers. Any, doesn't matter which, okay? You pick one number to a number, and then you pick another to a number, and it doesn't matter which two, okay? If they match up, similar. If they don't, not similar, okay? All right, next thing I want to show you involves ratio and proportion. What? For example, would you agree that 3 over 4 equals 6 over 8? Right? Do you agree with that? In fact, do you agree that here is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, correct?
yeah.
Here is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, right? But if I break this up into eighths, would you agree that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths? 3/4 is equal to 6 eighths, okay? All right, so if that's true, which it is, right, I can cross multiply and say 3 times 8, which is 24, equals 4 times 6, 24, right? So what if I said this? What if I said x over 4 equals 6 over 8? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to say 6 times 4 is 24. And I want you to say 8x. What? I want you to say, I want you to cross multiply. And I want you to say that 8x equals 24. You see what I did? 8 times x equals 4 times 6. Okay? If I divide by 8, what do I get? Don't I get 3? Right? Right? I really want you to watch this. I promise you, I will give you all kinds of time to do your past assignments, talk about football, and everything else. I want you to watch this now.
I'm not talking about, I was talking about the word.
I don't want you to talk about yesterday's work because then tomorrow you're going to have to talk about today's work. I want you to watch this today and not talk today so you can understand today and not have to not understand tomorrow. Because then tomorrow you're going to be talking about today. Okay. Do you see what we did here? We took 8 times x equals 6 times 4. 8x equals 24. Divide by 8, x equals 3. What if I said 3 over x equals 6 over 8? What if the x is here now? I would say 6x equals 24, right? 6 times x equals 3 times 8. I divide by 6. What do I get? 4. X equals 4. Here's what I really want you to do, though. I want you to do this. Isn't this what we're actually doing? I want you to do this times this and divide by this. It's called cross multiplying. This times this divided by this. I want you to do this times this divided by this. Boom. 4. I want you to completely skip this step altogether and go right to the answer. Ms. Black, who do you need?
Amir.
Amir.
Good night. 1 second.
Ms. Black needs you. Alright, what if I said 3 over 4 equals x over 8? 3 times 8 divided by 4, right? 3 times 8 is 24, divided by 4 is 6, right? What if I said 3 over 4 equals 6 over x. I would want you to do 6 times 4, 24, divided by 3 is 8. X equals 8. That's how I want you to do these problems, okay? Now, take a look at this. Okay? How do we find this number here? We do question mark over what? 25. Question mark over 25 equals, since we went here to here, we're going to go here over 40. Thank you, Ed. 32 over 40. Okay? So now I want you to use your calculator. All right? You can use any calculator for this, okay? I want you to do 25 times 32 divided by 40. 25 times 32 divided by 40, boom, 20. Answer, done. Okay? Question mark equals 20. Okay? Same thing here. Question mark over what? 21 equals what over what? 8 over 24. Do you see how we don't use the 4 because there's no number over here? Okay. So, on your calculator, I want you to do 21 times 8 divided by 24 equals 7. Boom, done. Question mark equals 7. Easy, right? Okay. Same thing here. Question mark over what? 25 equals what over what? 18 over 15. Now, does everyone understand that if I go from question mark to 25, I have to go from 18 to 15?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I can't do this over this equals this over this. That would be wrong, and you'll get the answer wrong. On your calculator, I want you to do 25 times 18 divided by 15. 25 times 18 divided by 15 equals 30. Boom, done. Okay? Next one. 12 over question mark equals 20 over 25. On your calculator, I want you to do 12 times 25 divided by 20 equals 15. Boom, done. Easy. Okay? Now, here's the same thing. Okay? Same thing. Uh-oh. Now I have a mess here. Oh boy. Too hard. No, it's not. It's easy. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. What over what? 35 over 21. 35 over 21 equals 4x minus 4 over 12. Here's what I want you to do. All right? I want you to do 12 times 35. 12 times 35 divided by 21. Okay? 12 times 35 divided by 21 equals 20, right? Which means 4x minus 4 equals 20, right? Now it's easy. Add 4 to both sides, right? And you get 4x equals 24. Divide 4. That's it. X is 6. Easy. Okay? Over here, same thing. Okay? I'm going to do, and now you can, it doesn't matter if you do 40 over 32 or 20 over 16. But you have to do 30 over negative 3 plus 3x, okay? So I'm going to say 30 over negative 3 plus 3x equals, pick one, 20 over 16. Again, I'm going to ask you on your calculator, do 30 times 16, 30 times 16 divided by 20. equals 24. Okay, negative 3 plus 3x equals 24. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. 3x equals 27. Divide 3. 9. Easy. Okay? Do you get this, or should I do 2 more examples? We're good? Okay? You've been watching the Weiss channel. Da 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 da.